In fact, virtually every civil servant I know on this earth will never say 70,000 minimum wage is enough.
The National Assembly just passed a bill to increase the minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira. Given the present economic realities, do you think this amount is okay? Let's hear from the people on the streets.
We were hearing the union members were agitating for the last time we had them was 250,000, which should have been enough, or even brought down to 150. But for now, that's 70,000. To be truth, supposing the prices of things are normalized, there is no inflation anyhow, 50,000 will be enough. Tell me, go back to the rice bag of 10,000. Let fuel be sold at 190 or 200 per liter. Bread that we used to buy 500, that is now sold for 16, 18. Let it go back to, even if it is 600. 50,000 will be meaningful. Like I say I am now, I'm a civil servant for 30 solid days. When I was employed, my salary was not even up to 1,000. In Lagos there, if you know how jovial Lagos is, very bubbly city. Without 1,000 naira, I buy mattress inside, I buy stove, buy pot. Small change still remain for you to eat until another month finish. But now, 70,000 you can't even buy one bag of rice.
Well, it's commendable. If, from 30,000 naira to 70, I think is highly commendable. I'm a civil servant retired, and I think federal government has proved themselves that not this regime, if I say federal government, this regime has proved themselves they care for the civil servant.
The issue is beyond minimum wage. What is the worth of that minimum wage? What can it buy from Nigerian market into this economy? Absolutely, it can't even afford a 50 kg of rice. So if you convert it to dollar, that is like $45 thereabouts. So the issue we are having is beyond minimum wage. And how many Nigerians are federal government staff? So to me, it's not enough. It's far from being enough. What we are contending with is beyond minimum wage. And Nigerians are asking that the fuel pump price should be reduced. Nigerians are asking that the unemployment rate should be reduced. Nigerians are asking that the inflation rate should be reduced. So it's not just a straight jacket national minimum wage. It's far beyond that. The minimum wage cannot even feed an average adult for a week. So what are you going to do with 70,000 naira in a month?
It's kudos to the government. At least that shows we have a government that has listened to the people. Are you getting me? That gives us assurance we have hope in this government. If they can pass 70,000 naira for minimum wage or living wage in Nigeria, is a right step.
I think it works out because there are so many other things that has been passing out. But the thing is not taking impact on we, the citizens. The people are starving, the people are suffering. Understand? I thought this administration is going to bring good. Understand? If you look at the recent refinery, the Dangote this thing, they didn't want to give him the this thing to eat now. Which he's even regretting. Like, okay, if I would have known, would I know I would have just go to the other country and invest. Which you have your own homeland, understand? But based on the kind of government that we have, I'm sorry to say, but it's so unfortunate.
Well, my take for the minimum wage is very, very okay. They need to accept it because of they are not even working to earn that money. Because the people in the secretariat, the people in the ministry, the people in the local government, they are not working in a way they ought to work. They use most of their time to discuss and not to do the work. Then if you want the money to be increased, if you want the minimum wage to be increased, you have to devote your time and work out the money you are being asking for. Where do you expect the money to come from when you work below the minimum wage? And then it's not called for. I want Nigeria to implement the pattern, the workforce pattern in Europe, whereby if you have to work 8 hours, you work straight 8 hours.
Increasing the minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira is the right step in the right direction. However, with inflation still rising, it may have little effect. My name is Nafi Omanga. See you again next week for another interesting edition of Eyes on the Street. Bye for now.